What is up, guys? Welcome back to Season 1, Episode 9 of MaxCraft. This Iron Golem is in the way of my intro, and I have been spending my emeralds like crazy. As you can see from the death toll, I have been spending more time at the raid farm, and the Vex have not let up, even with my Strength 2 beacon. Although, the last time I was there, I actually died of starvation, so I assume that has something to do with me actually picking a successful delay timer for my auto clicker, yada yada yada. Anyway, so we have just confirmed after finding the book for Blast Protection 4, our very last book, that we can fully kit ourselves with all of this gear. Now, all of this gear is not fully enchanted, so we'll take what books we need and we will make ourselves a superset. And then this bow, actually, there's multiple enchantments. But anyway, so we can actually make a full set of backup gear, and we are setting up for that right over here. We already have most of the shovels that we'll need. Actually, I guess we have all the shovels we'll need because of our end raid, and then pickaxes and swords and all the rest of that good stuff, and then armor. So our armor is here. I don't know what we'll do with the chest plates. Probably just kit out the chest plates with the protection 4. That way we can keep them as a backup if we do want to wear a chest plate in any sort of situation. But for the most part, we'll be wearing elytras, so I'm going to work on enchanting that stuff up and finishing the sets, and I'll be sure to show you guys whenever we've completed all 9 backup sets, which will mean we have 10 total sets of gear. I'm also going to do the bows, even though over time the bows will wear out, so that's something we'll have to get more of eventually. But yeah, as you can see, just to get that, it cost me almost 2 full stacks of emerald blocks. Well, you can't see that, but I can see that because I counted them. But so it's going to take a lot more time AFK over at the raid farm. So I'm going to have to work out the kinks there. Anyway, right now, let's get geared back up. And Jord has asked us to go check out his upgrades that he made to the flower farm. Alright, here we are at the flower farm, and as you know, Jord and I struggled quite a lot with this whenever we were here last episode. Now, he seems to have made quite the upgrade, and I'm wondering if he wants to get on a call now. Hey there, how's it going?
Not too bad.
I see you've made something that resembles upgrades to this farm.
I'm just putting the finishing touches on it, actually.
Really? It looks about one creeper explosion away from absolute disaster.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about that just yet. Listen, I'm a redstone genius.
I believe you.
Let me show you what I've done so far. This is awesome. So everything's off right now, right?
Of course.
Let's get to the actual switch. You hit the switch, and check this out.
Oh, cover your ears, folks.
Auto collects.
Oh, this is extremely fancy.
It's a bit overkill for the die, but he likes. I'm trying to prove to everyone that I'm actually good at redstone. It's a bit of a meme that I'm not good at redstone.
Look,
so,
I believe you. This looks great.
Now, the last thing I'm doing here is you'll see this chest. Everything's in here except from seeds.
Oh, seed filter?
What this thing's gonna do is it's gonna put the seeds into a
composter.
Into a composter. Yeah, and it's automatically gonna refill with bone meal. I don't know if it'll be enough to be self-sufficient, but that's the plan.
Congrats! Congrats on becoming an official professional redstoner. And I expect George Redstone Co. You know, one of the George Redstone Co. episodes coming out.
Oh yeah. This channel's gonna go in a completely new direction now. No, we've still got plenty of building to do. I've just never done a redstone project before, so I wanted to try one, and I'm quite happy with how it's gone.
Well, that's dope, man. I will see you around. I've got a base to start building.
No problem. Have fun.
Alright, so as you guys know, our theme for this season's base is going to be a secret mountain base. And I'm thinking that this spot right here, this big mountain, is going to be the spot. And I think our secret entrance, which probably won't be that big of a secret, I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious, but right here, it's already coming into this cave, and we already had a creeper blow up a skeleton, a zombie. And I think this is like an amazing place to create the start of our base, but the base is going to be massive. So the entire inside of this mountain is going to be carved out, and I think I'm going to start it like right here. So we'll make some kind of door apparatus that you can walk up to this, and then it's kind of invisible, and then you push a button and it just moves out of the way, and you just see this gigantic room with giant pillars and beams. And I can see it. I can see it all in my head, but you guys can't. So let's go ahead now. I am going to use the beacon that I stole from the raid farm, and we're going to bury it deep in the ground, create some kind of system to hide it, obviously, since we have a secret mountain base. But right in the center of this mountain, let's slap a beacon down at the lowest level, and let's get to work on carving out this base. What do you know, we found diamonds first thing. That was a good little hole pick. Well, there it is, the whole entire base area dug out. Theoretically, this will be the base. I don't really know what to do with it now. I mean, let me take a minute and talk about my inspiration. So I don't know how many of you will have seen the movie Agent Cody Banks, but I'm going to intercut some clips from it right now. And as you guys can see, this facility is, it makes like ice with nanobots, and it's got the big white like steel bars and big catwalks and all that good stuff and little factory bits and pieces. And I think the one challenge we have here is we don't have the depth that I want, because you can see those pillars go like all the way back, like the support beams and stuff, but it seems to go pretty far back, and we only have so much space width-wise. So I'm hoping to make this like the entrance that he has to go in with the helicopter ski jump thing. And and so we'll come in here, and then there'll be big arches and a big catwalk, and then a lower level. And then my bedroom area is actually going to be the area where Hilary Duff's character was trapped. And so I think that will make like a really good looking bedroom sort of set. So what I'm going to do now is probably move all these materials inside, make sure there's no spawning spaces in here, and I guess let's try to build like the catwalk that you come in on and one of the arches just to see what it looks like. And I don't know how this is going to look, but we're just going to have to do some experimenting and see what it ends up looking like. Okay, so I just edited that last clip, and I was looking at the Agent Cody Banks footage, and I was kind of like, man, this is just... it's not going to have the look I want unless we have the depth that I want. So I'm going to expand this mountain out to here. I've drawn a little fake mountain here, and I guess I'm just going to take this on down to the ground. It probably won't be that noticeable, I don't think. So this is all stone down here. So I can just drop this down, straight up stone, and then this is the floor level that's inside there. It's Y100. So I'm just going to take this out and then kind of decide how wide I want this place to be and wrap it with a big mountain facade. So, yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a terraforming project, but I think in the end it's going to kind of serve my purposes better than what I've got right now, because I'm just like, I'm not liking it. I'm just like, it's too wide, it's too whatever, and I guess we can mine this stuff out, but yeah, I think it's just too wide, and so most of these rooms probably won't end up getting used, but I think I'm going to use maybe from like here over to here, keep it a little bit skinnier so that we can match the look better of that base, because that's just, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but whenever you get inspired in Minecraft, you want it to look a lot like whatever you're trying to replicate in real life. So I don't know, I'm gonna work on this mountain piece, and I'll get back to you guys in just a minute, and we'll see how far we can get on it. Obviously I need to extend this snowy bit and make sure this looks convincing as a mountain part, so that at least my entrance, or my cave-like entrance, will look good. Update, I've now measured where I think the beams are actually going to go, where these little pieces of glass are, so we actually need to come out about this far to make it look good. So I guess we're gonna come out this far, and then the beams I just kind of made in like 5 minutes in creative were like 25 beam or 24 wide, and from like this brick over to those two torches right there is 24. So that's pretty wide. That's actually a lot of our space used up by just kind of creating those pillars, which I think is going to be like the main staple of what makes our base look like the base from the movie. So let's try and space this out. I gotta make this mountain happen. And obviously, I'm not going to be shy on resources to make it happen. But I think for now, I need to just kind of keep shaping this, make it look as natural as I possibly can. And it's going to have to wrap all the way around here. And then the top is going to have to cascade down. And I guess that also means filling in some of this part, or potentially just making this cave still exist and just have the cave kind of come through this piece of the mountain here. But we're going to need to use all of this space just to have our base built into it. So I may actually just dig that out and then be like, okay, now I know what I need to surround. Or I could just bring this out slowly and kind of figure things out as I go. Alright, we are making good progress here. I think this space looks pretty natural. Obviously, it'll look more natural once the grass is able to flow over it and kind of take over this area with grass. And then once it snows again, it'll start to look like an actual mountain piece. So I'm just going to kind of continue this trend, build up the facade, and we'll see where we come out to. I think this is the end of the base where I want it to. So this area can actually be all covered off, and there's no need to worry about that. But I will try to put some torches inside of this facade to make sure we don't have, you know, any of that action going on, which is already going on. But we'll see. I wonder, oh, nope, he's dead. I was going to say, I wonder if we can try and get our sniping a skeleton advancement, but obviously not today. So yeah, let's block this area off, and oh, I need to go refill my torches from the torch box. So much work to do. Alright, well, we have got a little bit more terraforming done. This cave here maybe needs more touch-ups, but I don't know. I don't even know at this point. Looks pretty natural, I think, coming through here the same way it did before. Maybe a few of these need to go. Maybe, well, they have to be covered back up, though, huh? But yeah, I've been working hard on this. I've got it kind of lined out. That's where the inside should come up to. And then this is kind of what the top side looks like. I'm going to have to put some trees out, maybe rough up the area a little bit more. But I think it's looking good as far as, you know, constructing a mountain just out of my thoughts. So hopefully we can bring this all down here and shape it up like that, make it look good. We'll take out those trees. We'll plant some torches and hopefully avoid the inevitable mob farm that would be underneath our base for the rest of the season unless we torch this area up. So let's try and take care of that, and you know, I'll just clean this up as I see fit throughout the season, probably make some more changes and whatnot to it. And I may actually pull back a little bit as we get closer to the entrance of the cave so that it looks more natural, because I think this is the part that looks the most unnatural. Like this kind of natural, that kind of natural, but then right here It's big and it's flat, so that just looks kind of like a roof part. So hopefully we can change that, make it look more natural. We'll add trees in here to disguise all of it. And of course, once it snows, that will be, you know, the pièce de résistance. So let's try and throw some light down here and keep working on the base. Now this is more like it. Look at the depth we are going to have on this base. It should look incredible once we finish it all the way out. We just need to put in a little bit more stone here for the floor. And obviously I think the floor is not going to stay as stone forever. We'll probably replace it with some kind of concrete, something that looks industrial and fun. But for now, we're just going to block all this off and fix the mob farm issues underneath and all the rest of that. But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty massive project, and I have already spent so much time on it just for this episode. Alrighty, I think I've got all of the walls down here ready to go, and when I say walls, I mean, you know, the beginning of the mountaintop. So I think now the only thing left to do is to kind of snap this into a time lapse, because I think I'm probably boring you guys with all the random check-ins where nothing really happens in between them, or you can't see what's happening, but I can see that lots of work is getting done. So let's go ahead and try and take care of the rest of this mountain here in one last time lapse. Oh, right. That is the end of 2 gigantic time lapses in one episode. And wow, the mountain, I think this side looks really good, really natural. And this side looks really flat and awkward, and man, I don't know. I may need to call a friend, see if I can get some help with this, but then I also don't know, you know, this obviously will be replaced with the regular stone eventually, but I just wanted something to say like, okay, this is going to be our door that will slide open, but how hidden does that look? You know, probably should implant some coal in this, or just something else to make it look a little more secret, and then obviously get rid of these torches, but still prevent spawning here. So maybe carpets, or actually just snow, because I could put snow here without... Yeah, I could do that, put snow down. But yeah, I love that it already snowed up here, and I should go to bed, but I did not leave a hole here for me to get through. All right, that looks actually pretty good. Anyway, guys, so now we should figure out how we're going to kind of set up the inside of the base, and I know I've already set out these pillar locations, so I think I would like to build the first pillar, but I think it's probably too close to the entrance if I build the pillar here, although it should kind of go over the entrance, like arch over it, so it may just end up looking great from that perspective. So I think I might try right now to experiment with building one of the pillars, and I don't know, it's got to be some kind of combination of snow, quartz. I'm trying to get with the whitest blocks possible, but I also need it to look all the same. So I think that white concrete is probably not the most white, or not as white as maybe quartz or something else. So I'm going to experiment a little bit, and I'll get back to you guys when I think I might have missed the hole, when I think I might have a design ready for the pillar. Alright, real quick before I show you the design I'm working on for the support beams, we gotta go to the shopping district. I've gotta steal some sea lanterns from there to place inside the support beams, and while we're there, let's go ahead and check on the profits from our shops. We may have made some sales. I know that, ooh, what is, oh. Oh no, here lay 3 golems, dead from skeletons. Jimmy, Timmy, and Bob. Very unfortunate, but yeah, mobs could definitely spawn around here, and they've been killing my golems like crazy. But yeah, killing golems. Oh my goodness. Killing golems is... Okay, that's a lot of diamonds. I was going to say, killing golems is no big deal in my book, but let's go ahead and restock this shop. And I guess this is good pricing because people seem to be buying this stuff. I'm assuming it's some of our newer members of the server who are buying this, who maybe don't have access to as much iron as we do. Oh wow, I actually have to go to my farm to restock it. All right, let's see if we got any sales in the shulker shop. Whoa! Oh my goodness, that is over a stack of diamonds. Let's go ahead and restock this shop as well because we have made more sales. Oh right, I am liking the performance of these shops, and I wonder if our temp shop for the new Guardian Vortex has made any sales yet. And it looks like no luck here. I was kind of expecting people to buy some of these things, but I am just here to steal a couple of stacks of sea lanterns for myself. And, well, maybe not so many, but I have more at the farm that I can give to the shop. Probably once it's built. I think Jord will be building a shop over the next few episodes of his. So anyway, let's head back and check out the pillar design. Well, failure has struck. The sea lanterns are actually melting my poor snow layers that I placed there to shape out this curved arch. So now I'm wondering, you know, what do? I gotta replace it with something. Maybe I will make them out of quartz, but I love the color that the snow is. Whoops, excuse me. I love the color that the snow is, and I just wish I could make it out of snow and use the snow layers for shaping, but I think I may end up having to make it out of quartz just because those sea lanterns melting things is not gonna look good in the end. You can see all of my snow layers for shaping are just about gone. Although I think potentially the snow layers that are protected by a block of snow may not melt. I'll have to see over time because I see that those snow layers there aren't melted. But anyway, guys, that is just about all the time I have for this episode. So I'm going to have to see you next time. If you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you guys are new here and you want to see more from the channel, you want to see me run into things while trying to fly forwards, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next week for more MaxCraft.